Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Thank you so much for dropping by. Merry Christmas. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here on Christmas Day and 4 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast in the U.S. on Christmas Day. So we wish you a Merry Christmas. We fed over 100 people, or we helped feed over 100 people on Walking Street at a Walking Street bar. And before we show you snippets of it, I thought it was important for you to recognize a few things. So let's get started.
Why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
I think many of you must understand that it is the season. For Americans, it is the season. It's a season where we give. All right? It's a tradition in the United States of giving, whether it's to family or to others. And Arlen and I, we do give and have charitable contributions to different things. And we don't put a lot out about it because, quite frankly, it doesn't matter. I will tell you this, what we don't give to are NGOs, government organizations, hospitals, other than paying the bill, but orphanages, things like that, because the waste. The money never filters down to the people in need. We always give to people, both in the U.S. and here in the Philippines. Now, on Walking Street, and I think that's the second thing you need to recognize. If you think that those people don't deserve a little ray of sunshine, if you think that the people that work on Walking Street don't deserve a little happiness, if you think they don't deserve to have a little bit of something, all right, then you know what? We're not the channel for you. We really and truly aren't. I will say this, they work. Those people are not beggars, all right? Although there are some beggars on Walking Street, but not the people that we interact with, all right? They're not beggars. They're not scamming and selling, all right? They're employed by the bars. Now, in this particular instance, it's the Wolfpack bars, and the Wolfpack bars, which are primarily Australian-owned. There are, I don't know, 7 or 9 of them. I can't remember. 2 of them combine their annual Christmas party. And we sponsor. We are amongst a couple of people that sponsor the annual Christmas party. Now, Wolfpack puts up a large amount of money as well. Don't get me wrong. Okay, but we throw in, along with a couple of other people, we throw in a significant amount of money also. And that goes towards food, and when I say food, that goes towards the luncheon that is provided to them and their families, their children, their wives, their boyfriends, their husbands, whatever, and prizes. In addition to that, a couple of us that are sponsors then donate even more. We actually give out cash prizes. So what happens is first they give their standard Christmas Buena Noche, Noche Buena, all right, which is going to be 5 kilos of rice, some ham, some other things. Okay, they get that. Then there's a buffet. I think the buffet was, what was it, carbonara. It looked like a chicken cordon bleu, but I'm not exactly sure. There was a beef dish, or a pork dish, I'm sorry, another chicken dish, and some sides, and of course, fruit salad, which is a tradition here in the Philippines. All right. Then they get, after that, they take the sponsorship money and they buy prizes. Every employee got a prize. Now, some of these prizes are minor, for people like us, like you, all right? Rice cookers, fans, mattresses, things like that. But for some of them, These are items that are a little bit of an extravagant expense for them. In other words, why spend, you know, 500 pesos on a rice cooker when I can just boil water in a pot? You know, it'd be easier, sure, but that's 500 pesos. These people work for a living. These are daily wages. They're on a daily wage of between 450 and 550 pesos a day. Now, are there other ways they're earning money? Certainly there are. I'm not going to argue it, but that's not what I'm here for. What we're here to do is to take our position of having a fortunate life. We were, and let's be very clear here, all right? We're not smarter than other people. We didn't do anything that's smarter or better. We were lucky. We were in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, and had a very fortunate life in certain respects. In other respects, we had unfortunate lives, just like you. Some of you, our viewers, have had unfortunate lives. You know how that works, but we give back. All right. Now, these are mostly, we know, probably 80% of these people. Unlike many expats, we do have Filipino friends. Okay. You're not going to see us just walk down the street and run in our mouth. We entertain Filipino friends. We have Filipino friends. We have British friends. We have Australian friends, American friends, married, single, whatever. Okay, we're living our life, all right? And it's not a discriminatory life. We don't discriminate against people. But you get the idea here. So what did we do in addition to that? Well, we know this. First off, here's the numbers, all right? The numbers that we will share. Some we will not. There were roundabout or a little over 75 employees. There were over 30 kids. We had complete permission and an understanding that we would be filming this. And we're only going to show you small snippets, all right? Between ourselves, the sponsors, every employee received cash in addition to drinks. And when I say drinks, the bar was closed. The bar was not open. There was no drinks. The liquor was locked. No alcohol. All right. But soda, water was available. All right. I think some juice was available for the kids. But between their food handout and their luncheon, all right, then they got prizes. And they had everybody's name was in the pot, drew out the names one by one, and that's what happened. Now, this is an example. Now, Arlene's actually filming this. I'm over off to the side. You're going to see me get up and tell Noli, no, it's my turn. Let me get this done. Because another expat or another sponsor, had already done the first round. So I said, no, Noli, it's mine. And yeah, so some of the girls recognize and they know what I'm going to do. All right. Okay. So we put money on each one of these prizes. They will call the names of the people. The people will come up. They'll get their prize, and then they'll move on. And a lot of different prizes. I mean, we'll let this run for a little bit, and you'll be able to see that there were other things given away. These, I think, were tabletop fans. Maybe there were floor stand fans. There were rice cookers. There were all kinds of different things. And we're not going to show. Now, what you're not going to see, you're not going to see the line of kids that we gave money to. You're not going to see all the children that got, a little bit of money. Okay? You're not going to see the employees all lined up getting money, but there was money given to all of them. All right. How much did we give? How much did we spend? It doesn't matter, does it? Could have been 10 pesos. Could have been 1,000 pesos. Could have been whatever. It doesn't matter. The idea isn't how much we give. The idea is bringing a little bit of hope, a little bit of light, a little bit of happiness into their lives. And I just don't see an issue with that whatsoever. Now, we know there are going to be trolls out there that are going to make all these accusations about bar girls and this and that. And that's fine. We could care less. But you need to recognize there are waitresses, there are doormen, there are barbacks, there are bartenders, there are cashiers, there are DJs, there are shift managers, there are an entire ecosystem of people other than entertainers. And there are many entertainers that do not bar fine. You better get that through your mind as well. Yet we have trolls that actually are jealous that they didn't get anything. And so they will say, "Oh, and so here we go. And I'm not going to show all of this. All right. I went through like, I don't know, 6 rounds up there or something like that, in addition to other stuff. But we made sure that they had something. That was the entire process. All right. The bar was closed. Like I said, there was no drinking going on. Actually, there was some drinking going on. Some people actually brought to go cups, all right, into the bar. But in general, it was just soda and water. Soda and water. That was it. These people, you may not realize it. Many of them, they live for months, if not even sometimes years, away from their families. Their families are in small, remote provinces, all right, that they only get home to see once a year. Some of them don't even get home once a year. They just can't afford it because they've been sending money home every week, every month, for the years that they work. Some of these people support children in college, children in school. Look at Noli. Noli, right there, he's directly in front of me, right? He's put kids through college, for God's sakes. Okay? The bar business is not as horrible as people would make it out. Does it have a seedy side to it? Sure, it does. And it's no different than a lot of other businesses that have a seedy side. That's true, whatsoever. Okay? You'll notice there aren't many expats in there because it was not open to the public. There were very few of us, just the sponsors. So, I mean, we had sponsorship from another Philam, a Korean guy, ourselves, our buddy Eddie. All right, we all made sure that these people were happy. We're not happy, but at least given an opportunity. Now, if it didn't make them happy, there's not much we could do about that. But in the comments, okay, perhaps you could sit there and tell us, do you think that these people don't deserve this? I mean, it's not like they're beggars. It's not like they're like the people that are holding kids with their hands out there, everything. Okay. They don't do this. They're not on the streets begging. They're not on the streets scamming. All right. These are good people. And giving a little bit of cheer and happiness to them makes us feel good as well. Now, I did say as I did say, this is 3 o'clock Saturday, or 3 o'clock. I'm sorry, 3 o'clock Christmas Day now, and you know what? It's been a day because last night we had our own private Christmas dinner where we invited Filipinos, Americans, British people to come over. Now, not everybody was able to make it, okay? But we had a great turnout and we had good fun and a ton of food. And today it was a cleanup day, of which I should rephrase that. I say, yeah, today Arlene had a cleanup day, as she did most of it. But I'll also say that they helped us before they left. And we had presents under the tree for everybody that we invited. Okay? Bringing a little bit of joy to people's lives, there certainly isn't anything wrong with that. All right? And if you think that there is, well, we're probably just not the right channel for you to watch. You see, I'm struggling there trying to get the money set up. I did not separate my money as well as I should have. I had my pocket money. I had my small 100 peso bills for the kids. All right, big old stack of those. And then I had 1,000 peso notes that, either way, I had other denomination notes that were going on these presents. So, all in all, it was a great party. We appreciate Wolfpack. We appreciate the things that Wolfpack does for their employees. Their employees appreciate it. And we showed our appreciation to how nice the employees are to us year round. We're not out there every day. We don't go to Walking Street every day. We don't go to Walking Street every week. All right, there have been months when we haven't even gone. Okay, but when we do go, we have a good time. It's not like we're drinking. All right, all the time when we go, because we don't. But we have a good time, and these are good people. Bringing some happiness means a lot. That's the best that I can say. I don't know. In the comments, do you think they deserve to have a decent day? A chance at a little bit of a better Christmas? And if you think that they know they don't deserve it, then tell us why they don't deserve it. That would be better. Now, if you're going to put an asinine bullshit comment down there, I'm just going to delete it. All right? Be mature about it. Otherwise, we wish you a beautiful holiday, a great Christmas, your happiness for you and health for your family, everything that goes along with it. Otherwise, have a great day.